All right, welcome back. Now, just let me get my bearings here. We're on News of the Day, segment 3. Is that right, Mikey boy?
You are correct.
Okay, so as we rip our way into segment number 3, Dan, do you have any of those videos of the fence of me hopping any fences last night?
I have a really good one.
I may show you guys this tomorrow. I don't know how we can get it in the stream right now, but
Show it on-
oh, okay. Let's try it like this.
There he is. Take a piss. Oh my god. 15 minutes. Love it.
All right, so I gotta tell you, my friend Dan here, Dan Presti, one of the owners and general manager of the place, he was in the Who Scout the other night, but he's out. But he said, JT, if you want to get in, you may have to hop 2 or 3 fences to get in. I don't know if you can handle that, you know. And he was kind of looking at me like, guy's old, he's out of shape, he's got a big gut hanging over his belt. And he was kind of like, you know, maybe we could figure out another way. You know, maybe we could dig a tunnel underneath or something. But I said, Dan, give me a shot at jumping the fences. And, you know, my fence jumping skills, I guess, is still pretty good since I was a kid. So who the heck knows? I do want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're getting a tremendous response. What I need is I need people to share the stream, spread the word. If you're watching at home, take the Facebook stream and tweet it. Tag me in it. Tag Greg Kelly. Tag Newsmax. Tell them, hey, tune in. We need people. The more people, the more scared they get because they don't want the peasants rising up. Okay? And when the peasants rise up, there's way more of us than there is of them. Now, we have, it's a little bright over here, Mikey boy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see.
It's a
Maybe
good
we
shot.
could,
Looks good. Oh, that's good.
How's that? I feel like that looks like a little better. Maybe I should have brought my makeup with me. All right. Share the stream. Now, on the national front, and I was talking about this last night, that, you know, Donald Trump is like a one-man wrecking machine. And he's not giving up on the presidency. In fact, there's more and more overwhelming evidence coming out every single day that someone on the left, the Clinton cartel or the Obamaites or someone, they tried to rig this election. And there are voluminous amounts of voter fraud allegations, voter fraud proof, technological proof, which we brought you the first of it right here on Liquid Lunch last week, 2 weeks ago with Patrick Byrne. We've got Rudy Giuliani on here, and we've been showing you little by little as the mainstream media keeps telling you, no, this is fake news, there's not enough evidence, it's not overwhelming, it won't be consequential. Little by little by little, Donald Trump and his team are stopping the steal. Okay, and that's why we're calling the show right now, Stop the Steal TV. But I came up with a thought last night, and I was like, you know what? That's the national fight. That's the stop the steal at the national level to keep our country and preserve the freedoms and liberties that we've all grown up with. But stop the steal also applies to right here in Staten Island, New York, because we're not going to let these tyrants and dictators come down and steal a business. You just can't steal people's business. That's not how it works in America. That's not how it works with capitalists. We're capitalists. And it's not like everyone's in it for the money, but on Biz TV, 80% of our audience identifies themselves as either a small business owner or an entrepreneur. And I'll tell you what, I haven't had a boss in 30 years. In 25 years, I haven't really had a boss, okay? Because I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a small businessman. And you know what? When you got all your money on the line, when you got your heart and soul and you're spitting blood for a place, you work hard at making sure you're doing what you got to do because you're protecting your money, okay? So the bottom line is this. If you ask me, small business owners and entrepreneurs are a lot smarter, a lot more resourceful, and a lot more clever at keeping their business afloat than these big chain stores. You know, if you look at some of these stores that are still open, Walmart, Target, you know, they got big management teams and they're public companies and all this other stuff. But what makes them better at keeping their customers safe than a small business person who knows If my customers ain't safe, my customers aren't going to come here, and then I'm going to be out of business. So, back to the presidential election. In Georgia, Donald Trump is demanding that we get a hand count with a signature match. We need that, Brian Kemp. We need that to happen. We need a hand count with a signature match, okay? In Pennsylvania, Rudy Giuliani and others have made compelling arguments, and the legislature and the assembly, the Republicans in their legislature, have said that they think this may not be a good election, so they may seat their own electors. In Michigan, tremendous amounts of voter fraud. Patrick Byrne told me himself that there was some precincts in some counties in Detroit where they actually counted more ballots than could possibly be counted with the number of machines in that room. So there was a steel move on, not across the whole country. They targeted the blue cities where the Democrat mobsters control the machine, and they can go in and they can intimidate people out of the rooms, and then they can funnel in the bad ballots in the middle of the night. Stop counting, dump the ballots. Now all of a sudden, Joe Biden's winning. Imagine this: you go to sleep, Donald Trump is winning. You wake up the next morning, and guess what? Donald Trump is losing. It's not possible. Okay, so keep your eye on the prize. We need 2 states, Michigan and Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania and Georgia. If it's Pennsylvania and Georgia, we need 1 more. But we need 2 states, possibly 3, to not seat their electors. And that will have both candidates under 270. Electoral College will not be able to add up their votes to an empirical winner. And then under the Constitution, it'll go to the House of Representatives. And how they do it in the House of Representatives, just so everyone understands, because I think this is the eventuality we're going to see, okay? They look at each individual state and see how many Congress people you have, okay? So, Alabama has 10 Congress people. Well, 7 of them are Republicans, 3 of them are Democrats. Okay, so the Republicans get 1 vote for that state. If you do that math all around the country, Republicans have 26 states, Democrats have 23 states, and 1 state is split down the middle. So if it gets its way back to the House, we don't need the courts. We don't need anything. We win 26, 23. And on January 21st, Donald Trump is inaugurated the 46th president of the United States. And I can guarantee you this, hell or high water, if Donald Trump wins this election, they are going to be going wild in the streets. And here in Staten Island, even when people are going wild in the streets, you want to know something? No violence, no bottles breaking, no cop cars lit on fire, no looting, no rioting. People were here with good intentions. And like the mayor of Seattle said, it was a street festival. And maybe it's going to be the winter of love. Who knows? But I'll tell you this. We're going to keep kicking it right through this hour. Dan Gillian, civil rights attorney, joins me after this. I'm going to talk to him about how people's freedoms and liberties are being affected by governmental overreach in a number of states in this country. You got to stay tuned to Stop the Steal. We'll be back right after this.